was talking with a friend of mine last night, and he made a statement about how we all have a voice. When I'm talking about a voice, I'm not talking about your voice. I'm talking about who you are, the essence of who you are as a person. And something happens sometimes where we lose our voice. We forget who we are. We lose our voice maybe because we've decided that we don't like who we are. We wish we were someone else. Where the truth of the matter is, no matter who you are, you have something worthwhile to give to this world. You can make a difference. When I was in grade school, I used to wake up every morning with like this heaviness on my chest. Not like I was having a heart attack or anything really physical, but a little depressed, with like maybe a little bit of sadness. It was just there. And the way that I dealt with that, even as I got older in grade school, I was really into superheroes. Even when I was probably too old to be into superheroes. So if we did things in our neighborhood, I always wanted to be Superman or Batman or Spider-Man or have superpowers. By the time I was in the 4th grade, I was seeing the school psychologist on a regular basis. It wasn't because I necessarily was just into superheroes and the whole superpowers thing. It was because, on some level, I believed it. I really believed that you could be a superhero. I believed that you could have, like, a superpower. I mean, you get older and you get over that stuff, and I started waking up again with this like sadness. Because I wasn't a superhero. I didn't have superpowers. And I went through this period of life where people would always tell me they want to bring balance to my life. You need to balance the positive things with the negative things. You're really good at these things, so be good at what you're good at, but work on the negative things. And after a while, I actually started thinking about what people were telling me. And I believed it for a long period of time until something snapped inside me and says, wait, I do have superpowers. We all have a voice, or we have a passion for something inside. And it's really, really easy for people to water down what that passion is. And I was told for years, accept your strengths and work on your weaknesses. And you know what I learned? My weaknesses are my weaknesses. The hell with my weaknesses. I need to work on my strengths. And I need to make my strengths stronger. Because if my strength, whatever it is, that's not going to become a superpower unless you invest in it. Unless you learn how to use it. We all have weaknesses. Okay? We all have things that hold us back. Hell, some of us might have disabilities that we deal with. But even in all those situations, we've got something in our life that we're passionate about. What is that one thing that really floats your boat? What's that one thing that you're passionate about? What is that one thing that you want to make a difference? And that's when I talk about having a superpower. And just several weeks ago, I said, you know what? I am not tapping into my superpower. I am not focusing on what I need to be focusing on. Ask a kindergarten class. How many of you can draw? All the hands shoot up, right? Of course they can draw. All of us. What do you want me to draw? How about a dog eating a fire truck in the middle of the jungle? I can draw that. How many colors do you want? How many of you can sing to a kindergarten class? All the hands go up, right? I can sing. Well, what do you like to sing? Oh, I can sing anything. But what if you don't know the words? Doesn't matter. I'm going to make them up. We'll just sing about anything. How many of you dance? Unanimous again. Oh, dance. What kind of music do you like to dance to? It doesn't matter. I just love to dance. It's fun. You want to dance right now? Do you like to act in plays? Yes. Do you like to play musical instruments? Yes. Do you like to write poetry? Yes. Do you like to read and write and count? Yeah, we're learning all that stuff in school right now. It's really, 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 really cool. The answer is yes. Over and over and over and over again. Then you ask a college student, same question. Small percentage of them will raise their hands. And it's not too infrequently that what will happen is they'll raise their hands and say, well, Yeah, I only play the piano. Well, I only sing in the shower. Well, yeah, I can dance, but only to rock and roll. I can draw, but I only draw horses. And if you ask them why they have those limitations, they'll say they don't have the talent, they're just personally limited, they're not majoring in the subject, they haven't done any of these things since the 3rd grade, and they're just embarrassed to do this in front of someone else. You ask an older audience of adults, and it's just, no, I don't do any of that stuff. What happened between kindergarten and adult? What happened to being excited just about monotony? I'm thinking about my daughter, Sarah. I still have pictures of her running around into the living room, you know, and I go, rah! Like this, ah! You know, and she'd take off. And then she'd come back, and she'd like, do it again. And she'd run, rah! And she could do this all night until I almost passed out. It's the same thing every time, but it still brought a thrill to her. And we do things like the same thing every day, and it no longer thrills us. What happened? Kids have this like sense of awe and adventure and everything, but we've lost that in the seriousness of this maturing into adult life. This relates to what we do in here on this. I want you to think, what is it that you are really passionate about? Everyone in here has a story that they can tell. Some of the things that we're going to be producing in here needs to come from here. It needs to come from your